This episode of Budget MTG Decks is sponsored by Card Market, the best place to buy your cards in Europe. Welcome to Budget MTG Decks. All the cards you see in our videos are $1 or less, with exception of the Commander cards. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when a new video comes out. Hi, I'm David, and yes, it is once again time to look at 5 must-have Magic cards you won't believe our budget. These cards are really sweet. I love using them. Either they have dropped in price because people don't use them that much anymore, or because they rotated out of standard, or because of some kind of reprint. All in all, it doesn't matter. These cards have dropped below the $1 mark, and right now is the perfect time to pick them up. Let's have a look at the first card. The first card on our list is Increasing Vengeance. For 2 red, it's an instant that allows us to copy target instant or sorcery spell we control. It also has a flashback cost of 5 mana, which means we can cast it again from our graveyard, and then it's going to copy the spell twice instead. Originally from Dark Ascension, this card has been reprinted in the Commander 2019 deck, Mystic Intellect. It's very similar to Reverberate and Fork, but it's actually a strict upgrade because of its flashback effect, essentially copying something 3 times for 7 mana, which makes now the perfect time to pick it up, as it actually costs less than either of the previously 2 mentioned cards. Up next is Crypt Rats. For 2 and a black, it's a 1/1 rat that allows us to pay X black mana to deal X damage to each creature and each player. It's very similar to Pestilence and Pestilence Demon. Crypt Rats give black players another cheap and flexible single-use board wipe. Giving these rats Death Touch or Lifelink will be especially nice, as it brings them to a new level, being able to kill everything and giving you tons of life. You could also use this with Basilisk Collar, for example. Remember that Crypt Rats is pauper legal. Rule of Law costs 2 and a white. It's an enchantment that states that each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. This is very similar to Eidolon of Rhetoric and Arcane Laboratory. This card actually tries to address a problem that white has with drawing cards, by making it less valuable to draw cards for other people, because actually people can only cast 1 spell per turn anyway. So this card is especially brutal to combo players or aggressive players that want to empty their hands as quickly as possible. Up next is Ixidron. For 3 and 2 blue, so for 5 mana we get a XX Illusion, whose power and toughness is equal to the number of face-down creatures on the battlefield. As this creature enters the battlefield though, we're going to turn all non-token creatures face down, so you're going to become 2/2 creatures with no abilities. In any blue deck, Ixidron is essentially a board wipe. Turning those non-token creatures face down is as good as exiling them, as most people won't have ways of turning them back face up, and they can't be reanimated as they're still on the battlefield. Not only that, but people will be hesitant to attack you with their 2/2s, as you have a larger Ixidron which can kill them in combat. The last card on our list is Giant Adephage. For 5 and 2 green, it's a 7/7 insect with trample, and it states that whenever this guy deals combat damage to a player, we're going to put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of Giant Adephage. Since its printing in Gatecrash, Giant Adephage has never cost less than $1, until now. Essentially a threat that needs to be answered before its first attack, or else it will run away with the game, continually reproducing, and its copies doing the same. Any green deck that doesn't have many win conditions can just throw Giant Adephage in it and call it a day. Well, those are the 5 must-have Magic cards we're really excited about right now. If you want to get these cards and you also want to help out the channel at the same time, consider getting them with the link in the description below. It really helps out the channel. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm David, and this was Budget MTG Decks. Find all the cards discussed in this video in the description below. Also, show you're a fan of the channel by rocking this awesome Budget MTG Decks merchandise. This show was made possible by the support of our loyal patrons. Head on over to patreon.com/budgetmtgdecks and donate as little as $1 per month.